What's good everyone, yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Young Thug and rich homie Quan, the two Atlanta-based artists who would come together throughout 2014 with the help of the man himself, Birdman, to form part of Rich Gang. If you guys aren't too young, you probably remember this era and have a few fond memories of it. Their music was unique, it was melodic, and out came a lot of really great music. Songs like Lifestyle and Tell 'Em, and really that whole Rich Gang tape helped to solidify them as one of the better working duos of the newer generation. And even for someone like myself who's been a Young Thug stan for years now, their music from this era has some of my favorite Young Thug songs ever. There was just something so special about their chemistry on a track together. However, as we all know, after the Rich Gang tape together, their relationship wouldn't really be the same. We never really saw the two together anymore, they would never release music together under Rich Gang, and after that they pretty much went their separate ways to work on their respective solo careers. And despite Young Thug at that time kind of getting in his feelings and ranting on stage, referring to Quan as quote, bitch homie Quan, bitch homie Quan, I want to stress that there never really seemed to be a serious full-on beef or proper hatred for each other, as Quan expressed in interviews that he had a lot of love for Thug and he wanted to see him succeed.
I don't got no bad blood with him. You know what I'm saying? I wish him the best. And he knows this. You feel me? Not just gonna say we buddy. Cause we not. You know what I mean? But I don't got nothing bad to say about him.
But there definitely was a torn relationship after this, that's no doubt. And before I get on and explain what happened between them, just a reminder, if you haven't, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to your boy, and a couple quick shoutouts from my last Instagram post. We've Rameshism, we've House Sweep, and we have Planet Black. Shoutouts to those guys for commenting on my recent post. And if you're not already, do make sure to follow me on IG at yadiiiigg, link in the description if you're interested. Also, just a quick reminder about my Uzi Vert merch, Eternal Take inspired, done by @WakeUpZuzi. Again, link in the description if you're interested. But getting back to Thug and Quan. See, Thug and Quan both came into the consciousness of hip-hop as solo artists. Quan with tracks like Type of Way and Thug with songs like Stoner. But with Rich Gang, they were seen as more of a duo than as individual artists. And from Quan's perspective, he didn't really like the idea of relying on another artist or being associated with another artist to the point of them being looked at as a duo, in this case the Rich Gang duo with Thug, and not two individual artists. He wanted to be seen more as his own artist and develop the brand of rich homie Quan more. Which, honestly, you can't even fault Quan for feeling that type of way, because nobody really likes to be under somebody like that, and nobody really likes to have their success pinned on another person like that in this case. And Quan has said something to this effect multiple times in interviews.
You feel me? I came in rich homie Quan, and that's the way I wanted to leave, man. Despite how much good music we did, all that, you know what I mean? I still want to just always do my own thing, you know what I mean? I just didn't never want nobody to feel as if like, to say, yeah, well, you know, I did this for Quan and, you know, Quan the reason, nah.
And Thug also briefly touched on it in his interview with Sway also.
Nothing, I just, the fact that he said he wanted to chill for a minute and do his own music. Yeah, I did an interview and he was like, I wanna relax from Rich Gang and YSL, you know. I think the people wanna hear me.
So ultimately, it was Quan feeling like he didn't want to be seen as a duo with Thug, rather he wanted to work on furthering his solo career that led to them going their separate ways. However, since then, it's no secret that Quan's and Thug's careers have taken very different paths. Although Quan's post-Rich Gang solo tour started off very strongly with the hit single Flex, which went 2 times platinum, since then he's failed to make any sort of impact, both in the mainstream and in the underground. And at the moment, he's basically in limbo. He is releasing music, but compared to where he was at in 2013 and 2014, he isn't nearly as relevant. Whereas Thug, well, you guys don't really need an explanation for how Thug is doing. Post 2014, although he is far from a mainstream superstar, he has remained very consistent, and release after release, he continues to build on his core fanbase, make an impact with the music, and stay extremely relevant within the culture. which is almost the polar opposite of Quan. And it's unfortunate that we haven't seen Quan's solo career blossom in quite the same way that Young Thug's has. Interestingly enough, just today, BLB, a music director for Thug that directed videos like Half Time, commented on what happened between the two in a Reddit AMA. He allured to the fact that the beef runs deeper than just rap, and that a reunion between the two was pretty unlikely. So it's pretty evident that at that time, or possibly even after, some behind the scenes stuff happened that we're just not privy to as fans that tarnished the relationship also. And hearing that kind of sucks, because even though we've got a ton of leaked tracks since 2015, I would still love to hear official release between the two of them even today, because that Rich Gang era just has so much good music associated with it for me personally. But that's all from me today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to your boy, follow me on Instagram at yadiiiigg, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.